Hi there, my name is Whitney, and I'm with the League of Women Voters of North Dakota, and I'm here to show you our voter guide that goes on VOTE411.org. So VOTE411 is a national site owned by the League of Women Voters of the United States. And so any League of Women Voters group across the US can put their voter guide on here. And you might see things about registering to vote. Those are for other states. They're not for us. We're the only state without voter registration. So you'll see even here at the very top of the screen, register to vote. You can skip that. And you want to head right down here to scroll down to the personalized voting information to see your voter guide. You're going to enter your address here. So I'm going to put in just a pretend address in Fargo. Scroll down to North Dakota. 58102. And I'm going to click submit, and then you'll be at the voter guide. There are no election dates scheduled at this time. There's nothing so far for 2023. So the next time you'll see our voter guide will be a few weeks before the June primary in 2024, because we have to collect the candidate information after the filing deadline from the Secretary of State. Then we have to either invite candidates by email or by mail if we don't have their email. And then they have to fill it out. They fill it out themselves. And we don't touch their answers or anything. So we just ask them some questions, they fill it out, they click submit, and then we can publish it a few weeks before the election. So that's the next time you'll see it. But this is our 2022 general election voter guide that we did and published. So you will see all the races connected to your address. These are all linked to your specific address. So you won't see all of the races in the whole state. It's really nice because it's only the ones that should be on your ballot. Okay, so how does it work? So you'll see all the races and you can click the top one or whichever one you want, really. So we're going to see the US Senate. So it was really lovely. All the senators filled out the voter guide for us. So you click on Rick and you can see all his information, his bio information, and click to learn more from his website or Facebook page. And you can read his responses to our questions. We asked everyone 5 questions. They all start with, why are you the best candidate for this position? And different offices have a little different ones. And then you can also compare. So you can compare 2 in this. So Becker and then Christensen, we can compare the 2 and read their answers and responses to each question. And then when we're ready, we can just select a candidate. And it will move you on. Because it's in this little box called an iframe, you'll have to scroll back up to the top. It's getting a little redesign in 2023, so it should get rid of that issue. But in this current guide, that's how it goes. So we see that both candidates, again, filled it out. Thank you both for filling it out. I see their campaign information up top, and then I can compare their responses. And I'll just click one of them, and it moves us on. Scroll back up to the top. And so the Senate district connected to this address is District 44. So you'll see Bjorn versus Merrill. And you can read through their responses and click one. And oh, you see one that did not respond. And so we'll just say candidate has not yet responded. So let's say I just select Josh. Oh, it didn't move on because this race says choose one more. So for House, we want to choose 2 candidates. So we'll choose those 2 and then it will move us on. So you can keep going through your ballot and comparing candidates as far as you want to go, hopefully through the whole list of candidates. And then when you're finished, so I'm going to stop here and I'm going to view my races to show you what happens at the end. So even though I only did 8 out of 22. So I view my selections. See, I didn't choose any for these ones. But I'm done. I finished all of them. I'm finished. I can click this little finish button. And then I can email or text my selections to myself. That way, when I head to the poll booth or when I fill out my absentee ballot, I can have them right on my phone or on my computer. And you can also print them. There's this little button down here for printing. If you would rather have it in your hands on a piece of paper, there's a print button. And this will look just a little different when they do a slight redesign to the ballot page. Should be a little bit more friendly for printing and sending to yourself. And so that's how you use the ballot for your personalized ballot on VOTE411. So if you go through and you see some candidates who haven't filled it out, they're in a contested race and you're like, I don't know much about them, consider reaching out to them and helping us ask them to fill it out, because the more candidates who have filled it out, the more helpful it is to voters. And I'm sure there are other people in your area that don't know much about that candidate too, and it would help them a lot. If even a few voters reach out to them, they would know that it's important to their constituents to get this filled out. So that's our voter guide. Thank you so much for checking it out, and we're excited to do it for 2024 again. See ya.